NBC 10 at Issue.
And back on NBC 10 at Issue with Senator Arlen Specter. Thank you again, Senator. Elena Kagan, you voted against her when she was being nominated for Inspector General. You've met with her. You now say you're open-minded about her position on the U.S. Supreme Court. That's a more important job. Why would you think she's not qualified for one and is qualified for this one?
She declined to answer important questions when she was up for confirmation for Solicitor General. And I'll be very specific. The Solicitor General makes recommendations to the Supreme Court on what cases to hear. I wanted to know what she was going to do about the lawsuit by the Holocaust victims against insurance companies. I wanted to know what she was going to do about the case brought by survivors from the victims of 9/11 who were suing high-ranking Saudi officials where Congress had said that sovereign immunity did not apply. And I thought that those were appropriate questions. When you're up for Supreme Court, you're not supposed to answer how you're going to decide cases. But I had a meeting with her. She was very forthcoming. She said that she strongly disagreed with the Supreme Court on the case involving corporations being involved in political advertising, that she thought there should have been more attention to congressional findings of fact. She agreed to televise Supreme Court proceedings, and I'm going to wait my political...
But if she's going to comment on a couple of those things, why not? Doesn't that break down the barrier? Why not then ask her about freedom of speech, for example? There's concern about whether or not she's in favor of allowing the government to have more censorship in the First Amendment.
Well, I didn't ask her about pending cases. Look here, my political opponent would like me to speak up and say yes or no, but I'm not going to make a knee-jerk reaction. I want to hear her testimony. I want to consult with my colleagues, and I have an open mind.
2 seconds left. The Democrat voter is going to go in on Tuesday and decide which person can best beat Pat Toomey. Let's say you think you can do that, obviously. How? I mean, hit Pat Toomey as the Democratic nominee?
Well, let me tell you why. I beat him before, and I can beat him again. He's rough and tough. On that town meeting in Lebanon, I showed how I stood up in a really tough situation when the guy's coming at me with his fist clenched. I didn't get a chance to finish my answer. And I took him on, and I argued with him and really stared him down. Take the debate, for example. John Baer, who moderated it, wrote a column about it, how strong I was, how full of vim, vigor, and vitality, and in effect, how weak Sestak was. It's going to take a rough, tough guy, toe-to-toe, to beat Toomey. And I'm the guy, Steve.
We're out of time. Thank you, sir. Good luck the rest of the campaign trail and on Election Day. And that's it for this edition of NBC 10 at Issue. Thanks for joining us. I'm Steve Highsmith. Enjoy your Sunday and the important week ahead.